Hello friends, today we are going to study another topic on the same subject, legal aspect for business. This video is for MBA second semester students. So let's just go through the particular topic. So here we can see today we are going to cover up types of contract. So here on the basis of validity, formation and performance, these three bases we can classify a contract on the basis of validity: valid contract, voidable contract, illegal contract, unenforceable contract. Formation basis: express contract, implied contract, quasi contract. Performance: executed contract, executory contract, unilateral contract and bilateral contract. So contract may be classified as, on the basis of enforceability, we have to study now valid contract, voidable contract, illegal and unenforceable contract. On the basis of mode of creation: express contract, implied contract. On the basis of extent of execution: executed contract, executory contract. So valid contract, what do you mean by valid contract? The contract which are enforceable in the court of law are called valid contracts. So it's a simple sentence and it is easy to understand also. All the contract which is enforceable in the court of law is called valid contract. Then second one is voidable contract. If one party to contract has an opinion of enforcing a contract by law but not at the option of the others, is voidable contract. So here one party is fulfilling all his obligation or liability and he is following the rules and procedures as per the law, but another party he is not following the legal obligations which has been mentioned in the contract. So it is, we can say, on the part of the second party it is voidable contract. And the third one is void contract. An agreement may be enforceable at the time when it is entered into, but later on, due to certain reason, for example impossibility or illegality of contract, it may become void and unenforceable. So void contract are those contract, initially these contracts in the eyes of law you can say it is a valid contract, but later on due to some reason there may be a certain situation arises where terms and conditions become impossible, or illegality of contract, it may become void or unenforceable. So this will become void contract. Then comes illegal contract. If the contract has unlawful object, it is called illegal contract. If any of the object involved under a contract is unlawful or illegal, we can say that is illegal contract. Here we can see an example. There is a contract between X and Z. According to Z has to murder Y for consideration of 10,000 from X. It is illegal contract. So this is clearly, it is mentioned that there is a contract between X and Y, according to which, in which Z has to murder Y for consideration of rupees 10,000. So this is totally illegal activity, or you can say criminal activity. So here this contract will become illegal contract. The another topic is unenforceable contract. A contract which has not properly fulfilled legal formalities is called unenforceable contract. That means unenforceable contract suffers from some technical defect like inefficient stamp, etc. After rectification of that technical defect, it become enforceable or valid contract. Simple. So unenforceable contract are those contract where some technical defects will be there. For example, there is a contract between two parties and the contract of property purchase. So under this property purchase contract, if one party is selling a house to another party, but the paperwork is having some technical defects, there might be a stamp missing, or there might be a signature of first owner is missing. So these are some technical defects due to which deal is not at all possible in the eyes of law. So it will become unenforceable contract. Here we can see one more example. A and B have drafted their agreement on ₹10 stamp, where it is to be written actually on ₹100 stamp. It is an unenforceable contract. So it is clearly mentioned, in spite of ₹10, it should be actually ₹100 written stamp. So this is also called technical defect from part of any of the party. So it is unenforceable contract. All illegal contracts are void, but all void contracts are not illegal. Then move on to express contract, where the offer or acceptance of any promise is made in words. The promise is said to be express. For example, A has offered to sell his house and B has given acceptance. It is express contract. So as the name suggests, express contract is nothing but expressing the views or expressing the thoughts orally. If someone is expressing his thought or expressing his views orally to some other party, this is nothing but an example of express contract, where A has offered to sell his house and B has given the acceptance. So orally both have agreed upon the terms and condition. So this is called express contract. So under this express contract, only expressly, orally they have agreed upon the same terms and conditions, but they have not written anything. Both the parties don't have any written document or any written proof. So this is only a express contract. Then comes implied contract. An implied contract is one which is inferred from the act of the parties or course of dealings between them. Sitting in bus can be taken an example to implied contract, but between passenger and owner of the bus. So implied contract is nothing but this is a contract where one party automatically comes into a contract with another party without his knowledge or with his knowledge, whatever the case may be. So here we can see one example. Sitting in a bus can be taken as an example to implied contract between passenger and owner of the bus. It means if we are sitting in a bus, it means automatically we are coming into contact with the owner of the bus, and bus conductor has to take the ticket. Bus conductor has to give the ticket to us, and we have to in return of that we have to pay the money for particular ticket. So this is automatically a contract is generated here. It is called implied contract. Then comes quasi contract. In case of quasi contract, there will be no offer and acceptance. So actually there will be no contractual relation between the partners. Such a contract which is created by virtue of law is called quasi contracts. In case of quasi contract, there will be no offer or acceptance. So actually there will be no contractual relation between the partners. So there is no such relation exists between the partner. Such a contract which is created by virtue of law is called a quasi contract. So these kind of contract is automatically it will be created by virtue of law, or a certain situation or condition arises where the law has to imply certain obligation or responsibility to a particular party, where he has to or he must fulfill the particular liability or responsibility as per the contract of law. This is called quasi contract. Then next is executed contract. In a contract where both the parties have performed their obligation. So executed, as the name suggests, these are executed contract, means already both the parties had performed their rights and obligation. For example, Mr. Arvind want to sell his television and Mr. Kejriwal want to purchase the television. So between these both the parties, actual deal has been done and Mr. Arjun has sold the television to Mr. Kejriwal and Mr. Kejriwal paid particular amount as per the contract to Mr. Arjun. So both the parties they have performed their obligation and responsibility here. So in this contract we can say this is executed contract. It means both the parties have performed their obligation. So here we can say contract is executed contract. Then comes unilateral contract. In a contract, one party has performed his obligation and other person is yet to perform his obligation. So unilateral contract, as the name suggests, this is a contract where only one party, only single party has performed his obligation or responsibility, but another party is yet to perform his obligation. So here also we can take one more example. For example, you can say Mr. Raju, he wants to, Mr. Raju offered smartphone worth of rupees 10,000 to Mr. Ashok, and Mr. Ashok he give his consent or he accept the offer of Mr. Raju, but the situation is like Mr. Raju has delivered his smartphone to Mr. Ashok, and here Mr. Ashok what he did is he have not paid full amount to Mr. Raju. He have only paid the half the amount of the particular smartphone. Suppose smartphone is worth of rupees 10,000, but Mr. Ashok has paid only 5,000 to Mr. Raju. So still 5,000 need to be paid by Mr. Ashok. So here only one party has performed his obligation, that is Mr. Raju, by delivering a smartphone to Mr. Ashok. But Mr. Ashok is yet to make the full payment to Mr. Raju. So here this is called a unilateral contract. Then comes bilateral contract. It is a contract where both the parties are yet to perform their obligation. Bilateral and executory are same and interchangeable. So bilateral contract where both the parties are yet to perform their obligation. It means both the parties have agreed on the terms and conditions orally, we can say. Okay, they have agreed on particular terms and condition orally, but they have not yet performed any of the responsibility or obligation as per the contract. So both the parties need to perform their obligation. So bilateral executory are same as interchangeable. These both are interchangeable, interchangeable, we can say. So bilateral contract is also clear to you all. Okay, so that's all for today. Tomorrow we are going to come up with another definitions, and we are going to study about offer, its definition and essentials. Till then, bye bye.